Hello, Namaste and welcome in the series of cybersecurity. This side is Meena and today I will discuss about how can you become a security auditor. Security auditor. What is the main role of security auditor and what type of job responsibilities come under security auditor? Okay. And how just you can become, what things you need to become a security auditor. Today just I am going to discuss about all this so that you can select the path for yourself if you have inclination towards auditing. Okay, so let's start today's session. Every company having some objective, and to fulfill their objective they need that objective of our company, and we are using digitalization and to digitalize devices, whatever the data we are having, and to secure that particular data we need to follow some certain rule, regulations, compliance, some best practices. Okay, so that we can keep our data from intact and can keep away the hackers or the unauthorized person to access it. Yeah, or how to secure our infrastructure so that hackers cannot damage it. Now just whatever the security postures a company implemented, they need somebody, some organization, it can be some person, can be consulting, can be, or their insider team can be. Okay, so they want to check, yes, whatever the security settings we have implemented, whether that's fulfilling the requirement, or maybe just we are following some compliance, maybe PCI DSS, HIPAA. Okay, whether we are up to the mark for following those set of rules, and that the job of the security auditor. Okay, so what things a security audit need to do? Security audit just evaluate each and everything systematically about IT infrastructure defenses, whatever the security postures they have implemented in their organizations, and if they want to, and security auditing, then the security auditor will test those security postures against some best practices, some rule, regulations, some standards, so that he or she can tick mark, yes, at that level you are following those, and at particular level you are not following that. There is the gap and there are the chance of attack on your system. Okay, so what they need to assess, if company is just allowing their employee to bring their own devices, and what type of security settings they have done for those devices, which area they can have access, who are having access to the particular devices, if they are for what methods they are using to check whether the devices they are bringing with them, is it secure to access the existing network of the of that particular organization. Okay, and to access whatever the data or access related items, to access data or access related items, maybe there is a server room. Okay, and only the administrator is just having access to enter into the particular cabin. Okay, and what kind of methods they are using, maybe there that can be a card, or the token or some password to open the gate or to access the data. Okay, so whether that's fulfilling the best practices or the standards which they are comply, then he or she will check whatever the emails methods they are using, whether how secure it is, and whatever the configuration they have done on the hardware, whether is there a kind of any gap, or what the hardware they are using, which vendors hardware they are using. There can be some kind of loopholes in that one, they will also check against it. And information handling process, whatever the informations they are collecting from their users, or whatever the information of the company's employee, how they are storing this information, and when it rests, what security features they are using, when it is moving from one point to the another point, or when it you are accessing the information on the cloud, what methods they are using, whether they are following the best practices or complying with the standards or not. He will also check that one. Or whatever the networks you are using, and at that network what securities you have implemented on the premises, on the other layer of the network segmentations you have done. Or for example, you have web servers, and you have whatever the web server you have placed on the DMZ zone, and whether that's protected or not. Or for example, if you have a data center, how secure it is. So he will just access all these things. And the physical security of the system and the environment, whatever the devices or the premises of the companies, who can have access to enter into it, and if that particular area where are the critical information of the data is existing, who is having access to it. So each and everything that observe, whatever the user practices are there, proper trainings are there for the users, how educated they are, what the methods they are using, how they handling their passwords, or what the way they are communicating with others, and how just opening their mails, each and everything this they will observe. And what are the smart devices you are using, or the software configurations as well. So you can see here, being a security auditors, you need to know lot many things about the attacks. Okay, and ethical hacking is a very good start to learn about the attacks. Unless you don't know the attacks, how you will be able to check whether this is performing those things or not. Or just maybe you would be able to talk about the theoretical, but you will not be able to understand the dangerous level of those attacks. Okay, and other kind of certifications are there, or are the other kind of trainings which you can attend, and you can empower yourself with the security auditing skills. Okay, so what is the then difference between the security auditors and the pen tester? As I told you, here the heavy documentation required, you need to thoroughly go through with all the compliance requirement, the best practices what are using. But as a pen tester, you are just not only checking all these things, you need lot many tools. By hook or crook, you will try to penetrate, you will try to damage, or you will just try to enter into the network and stealing the information, just but with the permission of the, or with the consent of the organization. So you are a white hat hacker who will do the hacking, will check whatever the vulnerability existed, what the methods I used to hack all those things, and just after that you will generate the reports, and you will present those reports to the authorized person, and you can make them sure, yes, this kind of vulnerability exists on your system, these are the way hackers can perform attack on it. Okay, and these are the ways hackers can damage on your network. Okay, And here the security auditor will also analyze the risk. If you are having such kind of gaps between the best practice or the standards you are using and you are not following it, what kind of damage or the to the organization if you will not fulfill all the gaps. Yeah. So there are multiple things in it. And what are the possible careers at the entry level, or the at the IT security position, or the management positions also? It's not like you will do one course and just you finish the job. No, it's evolving industry. You need multiple skills to understand the cybersecurity, and to to reach to the particular reputed position. Definitely you need a lot of information, and for those information you need to earn, you need to collect it by the trainings. If you will do by own, it will take too much time, and the time will run too fast, 5 years, 10 years, and then you will wake up, oh, where that's gone. So it's better just to attend the training and then quickly earn those knowledge or the skills and add on your CV. It will make the your CV very heavy. So at the entry level, what you can do, like security administrator or network administrator or the system administrator jobs you can get, or being a IT security positions, you can be the security specialist, analyst, engineers, or the consultant. There are multiple options for in this field. And if you are experienced and you are having a lot of knowledge about that field, depth knowledge of the cyber security in specific areas, and the multiple skills you are having, then you can also get wonderful higher positions like CISOs or security managers, IT managers, or the security directors. So lot of opportunities, I'm telling you the fact, lot of opportunities are waiting for you. It's in your hand what you want to do. You want to just in the thinking mode, yeah, I'll do it, or you are just a doer. You will just take one step ahead, just only not only just thinking, you will do something. If you will do something, you will earn something, and it will pay you every month and will return you. Okay, and follow me on the cybersecurity prism. Get the notification for the next interesting and informative session. Share that session with your friends and group members as well, so that they will be able to understand what the requirement for the security auditing, and what different type of opportunities are waiting for them as well. Okay, and in the next session I will discuss about what are the top security data security challenges. Namaste, see you in the next session.